One of my favorite and little known stories about the signing of the United States Constitution comes at the very end of the Constitutional Convention, and it involves one of its most famous members, Benjamin Franklin. Now, the final day of the convention, September 17th, 1787, was filled with a mix of exhaustion, relief, and uncertainty. The 39 delegates were filling up one by one to sign the final document. The mood was somber, but also momentous. Throughout the entire convention, the delegates had been meeting in the Pennsylvania State House. The presiding officer, George Washington, had been sitting in a large mahogany chair at the front of the room. The chair had a unique detail carved into its back. It was a sun, half obscured by the horizon. As the final delegates signed the Constitution, Dr. Franklin turned to a few of his colleagues and pointed to Washington's chair. He then shared his observation, which he had been holding in his mind for weeks. He said, "I have often and often in the course of the session looked at that behind the president without being able to tell whether it was rising or setting." Franklin then concluded with a powerful and optimistic statement, "But now at length I have the happiness to know that it is a rising and not a setting sun." To me, this beautiful anecdote captures the uncertainty and struggle that defined the entire Constitutional Convention process. For months, the delegates had been toiling, unsure whether their experiment in government would be a success or a complete failure. But in that final moment, as the last signature was placed on the parchment, Franklin saw a symbol of hope at the beginning of a new nation. It is said when he signed the United States Constitution, Franklin wept.